What's the title?
Mm, I just did Corona Hangout and Chats Survival Tips. 'Cause
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything yet.
we got some survival tips.
Oh yeah.
Let me turn my ringer off and I'm gonna see if I can watch the chat.
Well, uh, I can't give them
Oh,
no like no survivor tips if I don't see the damn stream.
it should be coming on.
Ah man, it's I haven't been getting notifications for
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah. I
I just
haven't either.
gotta.
It just depends on who it is.
It's not showing up on your page yet.
It ain't. Let me
No,
look. It's showing up on mine. Just go to
I'm on the main page. Volunteer Roadshow, home videos,
refresh
playlist,
it.
community,
Refresh it.
refreshing. Okay,
I'm gonna share it right now.
I see the Heineken bottles in the Corona bottle. Ooh, ooh, Jesus. All right, let me.
So, what's the craziest thing you've seen so far at the grocery store or out and about? I can hear all that in the background, by the way, whatever that is. But Carter,
Carter's outside. It's in birds.
yeah, Carter, what's the craziest thing about this coronavirus? You think?
Oh, the panic and people going to like I went to go Walmart today and there was no meat, nothing. Freezer section was
Yep.
completely empty, nothing, no food. And then all these people buying all this milk, they not realize that it's going to go bad, like within a week or two. Like my grandmother used to freeze milk, and that shit tasted awful. Sorry.
Yeah, watch that. What
We
about you?
can't say shit.
What about you, BVD?
I don't know if it's so much strange as it is just abnormal. We went out today to Walmart, of course, because there's nothing else to go or nowhere else to go in this town. There was maybe, you know how long the paper towel and toilet paper aisles are. There was, I think, like one pallet of crappy paper towels there. No spaghetti sauce whatsoever. I mean, it almost looked like some of the stores in Walking Dead, and about every fifth person in there had masks on. It was just surreal. I mean, I don't know if strange is the right word, but it was very surreal.
You know,
People actually had masks.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've been
We saw
thinking
quite a
about
few
Walking
masks.
Dead a lot since all this has started. Just you always think when I watch that show, is this how society, after it deconstructs, how it's built back up, and all the political stuff going on. Of course, we still have a functioning society, unlike um,
Sorta,
unlike you know Walking Dead.
right?
But that show kind of got um,
Got old quick.
it did. I got up to season 5, I think. Well, let me tell you the last episode of Walking Dead I seen. I remember in the truck, the horn started blowing. Somebody hit this switch. Well, I've never, ever, ever in 4 million miles seen a horn on a switch, but something falls over and hits the switch, and it's a horn switch, and it attracts the swarm of zombies. That's the last episode I've seen.
That was when the truck ran into the fence,
Yep,
right?
yep.
That was back at
Yeah.
the prison then, right? Yeah.
No, no,
No.
it was just a season or so. I think it was maybe 2 seasons ago. They were in Alexandria
Yep.
because they had
That's right.
a wall built up.
Now,
Um,
speaking of Alexandria, I got to show y'all something. I found this article about Fortitude Ranch. Does that not sound like something on a TV show? It's in West Virginia.
yeah,
They say and they claim, and we're going to watch this video here. They claim that it can that 500 people can survive 25 years with the stockpile they got there, and they've got guns that'll pierce armored
Jesus.
cars, and it's $1,000 a year, I guess, per person. But let's go ahead. I'm gonna transition this over and maybe y'all can hear it, but I know everybody can watch it. Tell me what y'all think. I think it's genius. I'm thinking about buying a couple hundred acres and starting me one.
Welcome to Fortitude Ranch. I want to tell you today about a concept that's a little bit different than what you may have heard of
I can
in
barely
regards
hear
to
it.
survival. There's no doubt that a viral pandemic,
It's
such
playing.
as what we're now seeing
I
with
know, I can
Ebola,
barely hear it.
could hit the United States at any time. Top government officials have survival locations for their families, and many wealthy Americans have spent millions on private shelters. Now you, your family, and friends can enjoy a survival community and recreational facility with our affordable solution. It's clear the government cannot help us. There is substantial risk of chaos and loss of law and order when a life-threatening disaster strikes. We saw this after Katrina, which was a minor threat compared to a nuclear attack, a viral pandemic, or an EMP disaster. When people run out of food and water, they will steal, loot, and kill to survive. Knowing that law enforcement is overwhelmed and unable to stop them, they will wage crime in order to survive. The whole issue here is whether or not the federal government, the state government, and the local government will in fact collapse at some point in time. And if that were to happen, where would people go? How would they survive? What would they eat? And how would they get along with each other? Here at Fortitude Ranch, the community concept is what's truly different and truly unique. The thing that we provide here is a community standard by which there are rules, there are regulations, there are policies, there are procedures, all that the members of Fortitude Ranch agree to before becoming members. It's not one family, it's not one person, it's a concept of community whereby everyone is trained in all phases and facets of survival. Each person, based on their training and their area of interest, focuses and specializes in a specific area. In order to provide the ultimate in security, our members stand guard on rotation. Additionally, our members hunt, provide animal care, and assist in food preparation. There are many other daily activities for our members. Most commonly, preppers use an underground shelter on their own property as a means of protection. This is a bad idea for many reasons. We prefer shallow shelters, basements, and above-ground structures to facilitate a rapid response by our guards to man guard stations and the defensive walls to deter potential marauders. We strategically locate our facilities in rural areas where there is no risk of a nuclear attack. For this reason, deep underground shelters are not needed. A few feet of earth is sufficient for shielding. However, radioactive fallout is likely in many disaster situations, so we use shallow underground shelters. There is a need to keep people spread out and in separate groups, not bunched together in a shelter sharing the same air. We have radiation detectors and other equipment to monitor radiation levels. We also have the ability to remediate ground contamination from fallout in order to keep our members safe. If someone is hiding in a basement or an underground shelter, marauders can shoot a single guard and quickly move in or cover up an air vent, rendering them helpless. We believe our armed guards and our well-armed members will make it likely that we will not have to fight. Logically, marauders will go after those who are not protected and are unprepared for civil unrest. A single family survival group is vulnerable. On the other hand, a large, well-disciplined community with good defensive positions and leadership is much safer and strategically beneficial. Naturally, we are a survival community. We're located in the wilderness of the West Virginia mountains. We have access to over 18,000 acres of a national forest. We're here in the national forest, in a huge national forest that provides for plenty of food source. There's bear, there's deer, there's turkey, there's all types of wildlife here that with the
Hey, I'm gonna jump in here. You heard him say they're on that national forest, 18,000 acres. There's bear, and there's deer, there's turkeys, but there's also wampus cats and Bigfoots.
They got that other thing up. They've got that other thing up in West Virginia too. I can't think of the name of it, but it's on one of those TV shows. where they go out and search for these. They search for Bigfoot and all these different creatures. There's supposedly some creature up in West Virginia.
I wouldn't
I have to
doubt it.
look that up.
Have
I'll
y'all
look it up when we get back to it.
have y'all seen that movie Wrong Turn?
Oh yeah,
Oh my.
Which one? There's a bunch of them.
Oh, I've only
they're like
seen one, and
six.
I ain't ever seeing another one again.
They get worse.
Do they?
Oh yeah, by the time you get
Very
to about
cheesy.
yeah, by the time you get to about the third one, it starts being funny, and by the time you get to the sixth one, it's more like a bad comedy than it is a horror movie.
And Michael Carlton over here on Facebook says, "Add hillbillies." Let's finish watching this. Are y'all listening to it, or y'all just watching
I
Yeah.
it?
can barely hear it, but
All right,
yeah,
all right, hold on.
Proper training, the proper care, and the proper preparation, all of these things become a natural food source for us in the event that we're not able to travel to the local grocery store and buy our meat and poultry and things like that off of the shelf. We have chickens, milk goats, fishing, gardens, walnut and peach orchards, and stockpiled food as well. I'm telling you this because I think it's time that you think, for your own benefit and for the benefit and safety of your family, what would you do? What would I do? What would anybody do if there was a serious viral pandemic or situation in the United States of America? Where would you go? What would you do? How would you protect your family from such an environmental disaster? And the answer is Fortitude Ranch. In addition to our Fortitude Ranch locations in Colorado and West Virginia, we will open sites in Wisconsin and Nevada soon, continuing to expand to provide you a national network of security. Members can sign up to take vacation days at any Fortitude Ranch location. Our family members may be away from home when disaster strikes. In that situations, members can go to any Fortitude Ranch location. Our log buildings provide comfort and have amenities as many modern homes would. All of our structures are used for recreational use when we're in normal operation mode. This is a gazebo. We use it, it's aesthetic, it's pleasing to the eye, but it's also very secure. It's made of 8-inch logs. You'll notice that it steps out so that there's a perspective of the entire property from the gazebo as far as the front of the property.
I have a feeling that's where Daryl hangs out. What do you think? In that gazebo.
Yeah.
We have armed guards on duty in the event that we have an emergency that
that
requires
place is
us
too nice for
to
Daryl.
man the stations. We have several different outposts for the purpose of providing that security, providing it at a level that is exponential when it comes to what we do here. As part of membership, everybody is trained in all aspects of survival and security. All Fortitude Ranch locations have a firing range for member use, both training for guard duty and for recreational enjoyment. Members have locked storage to keep their weapons, ammo, personal items, and recommended supplies in sight, always ready for them in case they need to get here without ability to get home, and ready supplies. One of the things that's unique about what we do is the fact that we are a survival community, but yet we're open as a recreational facility during a non-crisis period. For the price of a family vacation, you can come to the mountains of West Virginia or Colorado and stay in a beautiful bed and breakfast, ride horses, go hunting, fishing, hiking, or bike, and have a great family vacation.
I'm going to stop it there. We get it. We get it. This guy's prepared. He's obviously an entrepreneur. But, man, that's so much like that one. Was it Alexandria, Virginia, and Walking Dead, where they found this community up there in Virginia that had all these really nice houses? Do y'all remember? What was that about? It says season 4 or 5, wasn't it?
Something like that. Yeah. Season
Yeah,
5, I think.
I thought it was sooner than that, but still, yeah, it's about the timeline.
What I want to know is if you pay that $1,000 a year, it's obviously per person.
Did he say a year?
Yeah, but
Hell,
you can use it for like a vacation. I thought it was genius.
can
Now
you not stay up there all the time?
I think you have to book it. There's probably something in the bylaws where you can only use it in a non-crisis situation a few days a year. I'd
Well,
imagine.
all that some bitch has got to do is come down here and spend an hour at my house, and he'll consider it a crisis and let me come stay.
And back to the Daryl comment, by the way, the Daryl that stays there rides a Huffy, not a hog, and carries around a super soaker, not a crossbow.
Yeah, probably even a big wheel instead of a huffy.
Yeah, we could overtake that place.
Oh yeah,
Kick everybody out.
Just call Cattle Dog. He'll have plenty of weapons.
Well, what'd you
he's
think
too
about
busy
that?
fighting with camel toes. It's pretty wild, man. I don't know how it's going to fight off COVID-19. I mean, I guess if everybody in there stays quarantined and doesn't leave.
Well, I seen a deal on not Facebook, but on Fox News and CNN's been running it, MSNBC, all the news outlets has interviewed this guy. And what they do is when they get like a pandemic like we're in, they have a quarantine outside area outside the walls. You go there first, and they check your temperature. You got to stay there for whatever the quarantine period is before they let you inside.
Hmm.
Which is smart.
Yep.
I live near an Amish community, and dude, I'm telling you this: they have been staying away from coming into town. They've just been staying out there in their little area, and they have not stepped foot inside the city limits.
Pretty smart. We got a bunch of Mennonites here and a few Amish. But we speaking of those people, we went to their store today and it was packed as usual. I didn't know this. Hell, it might have been Bobby that told me. There's more Mennonites in this country than there are Amish.
Yep. Mennonites, the
Yeah,
older.
yeah, yeah.
It was a split. Two Catholic priests, and they were Anabaptist, and then the Amish came out of the Mennonites. Yep. Over there in Europe
Interesting.
somewhere, y'all watching the? We only got 8 or 9 on YouTube, but we had 30 something on Facebook a minute ago. I
I
see
put a post up.
Billy
Maybe.
Cole, Slim Mosley's in here. I seen Dwayne RTR. There's a few of them. Flint's over here on Facebook. How you doing, Flint? You missed out on the Fortitude Ranch in West Virginia. Have you heard about that, Flint? Charge $1,000 a year. I saw it on the news, and it's a place to go. If y'all watched Walking Dead, it's like that Alexandria community, but it doesn't have a bunch. It's not a subdivision. It looks like it's several hundred acres button up against a national forest, but it's really nice
Oh no.
accommodations. But anyway, I just thought that was interesting because I've always thought about who's the leader in these kind of situations.
Wonder if it's like prison and jail where once people gather in there, somebody asserts themselves and becomes pod boss. I wonder if somebody can become fortitude boss or whatever. That national forest wasn't Greenbrier, was it?
I don't
You didn't
think
happen to notice.
I didn't happen to
That's
notice.
where Wrong Turn was filmed
Oh,
in the
really?
Greenbrier. Yeah, the Greenbrier National Forest. Yeah.
Well, let me look
There's a
that up.
lot of
While
there's a
y'all were
lot of
talking,
hippie farms out there.
I'm gonna look that up while y'all were talking. I'm gonna see where that
Yeah.
is.
There's
Do
a
what,
lot of
Carter?
hippie farm. There's a lot of hippie farms still out there, and they don't really have guns, but they'll grow all the vegetables and dance by the fire and stuff at night, all that crap.
Well, there's a buttload of homesteaders in this country. I didn't realize how many people were
Oh yeah.
homesteading these days. That's something I wouldn't mind homesteading if I had somebody that could do all the work, do all the gardening, chop all the wood, cook all the meals,
So you want to be a
and
freeloader?
yeah, a homestead loader. What would you call that? A bum at a homestead?
You know who
Oh
you're
what?
like, BVD? You're like Frank Gallagher.
Oh, Frank's my hero.
Who's Frank Gallagher?
It's
Tell
off a
him,
show
Carter.
called it's off a show called Shameless, and it's funny because remember the season where his ex-wife came in the picture, and he went with her to their little hippie farm, and
Yeah.
he had to shovel manure and do the chores, and he didn't want to do it.
Hmm. Man, you would love that show, Catfish. You need to check into that one.
It seems like they're pretty secretive of their exact location.
Oh, that makes sense. Come on to Fortitude Farm,
They're
blah, 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 blah,
it's
blah.
neighboring. All they say is neighboring George Washington National Forest.
Oh, okay.
I want to see where that's at.
Yeah, see where that's at. Greenbrier, if I'm not mistaken, is, I'm not sure how far up in the state, but I know it's over on the right side over by Maryland, I think.
Yeah, they don't want no marauders.
That's a song, isn't it? Somebody does that song, Marauders.
Yeah, it looks like it's down in that little thumb looking part of West Virginia, down near Virginia, not off of far off of 81 down there. So it's within
What's it
probably
called again? George Washington.
National Forest. Yeah,
Let's see.
I'd
What's
say it's probably a couple hour drive from DC, hour and a half hour, depends on traffic. Of course, traffic lately has been pretty good though.
Yeah.
oh, great.
Where did I go through the other day that I was thinking, man, I'm coming through here at 3:30 in the afternoon. I was dreading it. I said, man, I wished I'd have left about an hour earlier because I'm gonna be Dallas. I said I'm gonna be hitting Dallas about 3:30. It's gonna take me an hour to get out of town, and shoot, I never slowed up. Never
Awesome.
slowed up.
I've always thought West Virginia was one of the weirdest looking states. Like the formation of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it almost kind of looks like I don't even know what you'd call that thing.
A middle finger.
Sort of, yeah, or like a thumb, a middle finger with the thumb sticking out.
That in Oklahoma, like Oklahoma, where the little handle is, I've never understood that.
I want to know, and Catfish probably knows the freaking answer to this. How do they mark all of these boundaries? I mean, how do they know exactly where, trying to look at this thing here. How do they know where Indiana, Kentucky, and Ohio all come together? And you know how a lot of states out west, they're just straight lines.
Hmm.
All the states are squares or rectangle. Over here, we got some jacked up curves, you know?
Yeah. A lot of the state, a lot of it is compass, the good old fashioned compass,
Hmm.
and knowing about you got to have a starting point, and you just figure it out. Them surveyors, they're smart. They're smart dudes.
It's like that argument me and you had where Keith, where you remember when we were in Murfreesboro and I was like, this is where the exact middle of the state of Tennessee is. It's
Yeah,
like got a little
yeah,
monument there. And you were like, how do they know that's exactly the
yeah.
middle of the state,
Hmm. I
I guess
guess
like you
every
said.
state has that, has a middle of the state somewhere. Texas
Yeah, I
would be a
guess.
rough one to figure out the middle of.
Yeah.
So would Hawaii.
I remember like geography class where you took your ruler or the end of your pencil and you could measure, mileage by that. There was a way you could do that.
Flint brought up
We live in
hold on a second.
strange times.
Flint brought up a little fact. George Washington was a surveyor.
Huh. Daniel Boone was a man. He was a big man.
But people have been surviving for a long time, off of nothing. Have y'all seen those videos where they normally have some guy look like he's Indonesian or something, or South American, and he's got a machete or a sticks,
Oh
and
yeah.
they build like underground pools, and
Yes.
that
Yep.
that is amazing. Have you seen any of those BVD?
Yeah, we did. We actually somebody brought that up on our morning show one day, and him, I think it might have been Tyrants, I'm not sure, but him and Uncle Lou started talking about that, and he pulled up a video, and it's crazy what they build. It's not just underground pools, man. These guys build friggin' mansions with a stick, two hands, and
And a
a
bunch of
little bit of
mud.
time. Yeah.
I'm gonna play one here. I got one pulled up, and we've got quite a few over here on Facebook, going over on YouTube, probably even Twitter. But we're just trying to hang out, have fun since the coronavirus bug's going around, telling stories, just having a good time because nobody can go anywhere. Have it, what's the traffic like in Greenville right now? If you went to Walmart, how many people would be in there? BVD.
Well, we were in Walmart earlier today, and pretty good crowd actually. More than normal, but for a
Yeah.
Saturday, I mean, I don't know. And real quick, JM 503 JM asks, "Where am I, BBD?" I'm gonna guess the northwest corner of your state, northwest corner of Oregon.
Like the Walmart I went to today, Catfish was super packed. I mean, you had to park near the back of the parking lot, and
Hmm.
like I said, I mean everybody's in there just buying up everything. I mean, frozen foods were about all gone. I mean, meats.
Did
You
they
couldn't even
have
get
any
hamburger
hamburger
meat.
meat at yours, Carter?
That's what I was looking for. No, none. They
They
had a
actually
little.
had some.
See, the only thing they had at the local Kroger, because we went to Kroger next, was they had some turkey burgers. So I
Uh,
got some ground turkey and I'll make some turkey burgers, I guess.
what's weird at Food City here, they had like half of the entire meat section was gone, like all the hamburger meat and all of that part of it. Literally, almost half of the meat section was gone, but they had a pretty good stock of everything else in the store. Well, at Walmart, there was plenty of hamburger meat. They had the little round chubs. They
Right.
had the individually pound packages. It was mostly ground chuck and up. They didn't have a whole lot of just regular ground beef. So I grabbed like four of those little ground beef chubs and a couple of the individually wrapped. And we got up to the register, and that woman was eyeballing. She was eyeballing the hell out of John. He looks kind of like a thug anyway today. He had black hoodie on, black sweats, and a black toboggan. And was kind of surprised why people were eyeballing him. Anyway, she came over there and took all of that shit out of the buggy except for one pack of each. And she said you're only allowed to have one of each food item.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I don't think they did that here because, see, at the Walmart I went to, there was nothing. Like, just a little bit of turkey meat and everything. Even lunch meat was all gone, just bare. I never seen nothing like it.
It's weird, isn't it?
Wow.
I
But
mean,
my Walmart's a little different. See, I'm from a much smaller town, and we had to go
mm-hmm.
to another county. So this Walmart that I went to was like for 3 different counties. They all have to go to that one Walmart. So
Wow.
Have you been in that Walmart in Oklahoma that we stopped at a couple of times, Catfish?
Which one? I don't even
Well, I
remember.
mean, it's I don't remember the name of the town, but we passed it like three or four times while I was there. It's I guess on that road that you travel between I guess we can say it now, Baxter Springs and uh, Laredo. Is it Laredo down there on the border?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oklahoma.
yeah. I mean, it's only a small stretch of Oklahoma that we went through,
I
and there
bet
was.
if it's a Walmart between Oklahoma and and Laredo, I've been to it.
If you'd say
what's
the
so great
name of
about
the
it?
town, well, no, I mean there wasn't nothing great about it. I was just I was going to ask him. He went in there and did some shopping. We went in there, and
No,
I was
yeah, that was
curious. I'd know the name of the town if you said it. Um, I want to say it starts with an S. But I was just curious what they look like. They had rainbow bread. Do you remember me talking about
oh
that,
yeah.
Bobby? They had rainbow bread, and I haven't seen that in years. And I thought it was the same rainbow. We used to have rainbow bread here, and that's all people would eat. But you can't find it now, so I bought a loaf of it. And it was different, still good, but different.
Well, I went to Walmart and I said, I'm not going to get stuck out here on the truck because I'm always thinking, always got to have a truck full of fuel because I can go 1,000, 1,200 miles on a tank of fuel. So I got that covered. Keep them tanks full, especially now. And I went out and said, I heard they was making a run on ramen noodles. I said, oh no, I gotta get me a truck. I bought I don't know how many ramen noodles. I bought at least I bought the ones in the cups that's already done, so I didn't have to have a bowl because I'm on a truck and I can't have dishes. And that guy says, "You buy an awful lot of them." I said, "Well, I'm a truck driver and I'm not getting stuck out here on the road. If you don't like it, kiss my butt." So I bought a bunch of ramen noodles, and that reminded me of this guy, Catfish Cooley. Have you ever heard of him, BVD? He's got
Oh man.
he's got this redneck foe. Now he's playing around, he's goofing around, but I'm telling you, I've tried it. It's actually pretty good. I wanted to play that. Have you seen that one, Carter? The redneck foe. You know what foe is? It's
I think I have seen it.
them Vietnamese noodles, and they put all kinds of stuff. It's like a soup.
Oh, the really hot ones
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I'm gonna play
Yeah.
that for everybody. This is hilarious, and I want to know if anybody's got any survival tips or great ideas for like ramen noodles, Vienna sausages, or anything like that. I've got some ideas, but we're gonna play this. Hold on.
Eating hot stuff. This right here is the Samyang 2 times spicy hot chicken flavored Roman noodles. And I've seen that they've made some sort of a challenge out of it on the internet. Everybody's been doing it, and you're supposed to eat a pack and then, eat it under 5 minutes and not drink any milk. And that's cool and all. But I'm gonna put some Carolina Reaper kick-ass beef sticks. I'm gonna put 2 of those in it. I'm also gonna put some jalapenos in it. And I'm also, instead of doing 1 pack of the hot sauce, I'm doing 4 packs of everything and the 1 pack of the Roman noodles. So, y'all sit back and enjoy. This should be awesome.
Oh, it's gonna suck already.
I'm gonna play something else. That's not the one I thought it was, but we're gonna watch this. I'll play that one later.
Ready? And then 4. And I gotta put 4 packs of whatever the hell this is in it. 8 and 4.
I've actually ate these Carolina sticks before by ourselves, and these some bitches was hot.
No, no, this one's here.
That's already hot just from doing that. Hot. Oh, mix this junk up. God, I may have messed up, folks. Here we go. Y'all wish me luck.
Oops, I thought Mike was.
Yeah, this is real stupid.
Real stupid.
Woo! That's hot.
There's a lot of people in Green County that look like that dude.
I almost forgot the jalapenos, didn't I? Oh man, I got so excited. I almost forgot about the jalapenos. Oh, it's so hot. Yeah, I'm sure the jalapenos gonna make it go down easier, huh?
She is.
Yeah, that helped a lot.
I'd like to have a goatee like that.
Oh man. Oh, so good. It's probably the best thing I've ever eaten all my life. Oh yeah. It tastes so good. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Damn.
If he eats that,
Oh, my tongue's on fire so bad. Oh my God, it burns so bad, it's so hot. Oh, look at that, I can't sweat the hood. Oh man. Ah, shit. Woo, it's so hot, it's like 1,000 million Scoville units, that's hot. Oh man, I can't do it. I made it too hot, guys. I surely figured I was gonna get more of that. I gotta need some milk. I gotta do it. Oh God. Woo! Oh my goodness gracious, good God. Oh God. Oh man. Yeah, the little noodles, they got me this time. Woo! Oh, I don't know if it was the noodles or if it was all the extra juice or the peppers, Reaper Carolina sticks. I don't know. It's bad though. Oh my God, I've ate a lot of hot stuff and that rake's right up there with it. Oh, good God. Oh, I love y'all. Y'all make go stay classy.
I like when he growls.
Y'all have a good day. I love you.
Are you tired of the
Him and
media
Ginger
spinning the
Billy
truth
go on
and
tour
pushing
together.
false
They're
narratives?
hilarious.
Well,
They do?
Yeah, Ginger Billy does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm trying to find the one where he actually makes some faux. That's not. I guess I found the.
He makes homemade wine too in his closet with
Yeah.
like grape juice and yeast and.
Do y'all watch Moonshiners?
Oh no,
I haven't.
I don't even know what that is.
Really?
I've
Wow.
seen it, but I just think it's fake.
Yeah,
Well, of course it's fake. I mean, those guys wouldn't be able to get out there in the woods and build stills and shit
Well, I mean,
nowadays and get on TV. I mean, the guys in Newport, Tennessee, they're hell. You imagine being that and try and drive around in a small town like Newport and not getting noticed. I actually met those guys once. They're really cool. The reason I asked is called Tickle got married this past week.
who?
Tickle. He's one of the originals on there from up in Virginia. I can't stand that little bastard. He got married this week.
You know me, man. I'm just not big on like
I
reality
know there's
shows.
557,000 million ways that a feller
How
can
have
take
I opened
and cook
a
up.
whole new world for you, 503?
All right, we're gonna watch this. I'm gonna transition this over. Here's him making some faux noodles, and this he's funny about it. But I've done this stuff on the truck. It's pretty funny, but it's actually
I know
good
there's
stuff.
557,000 million ways that a feller can take and cook up some Roman noodles. But today we're gonna do something a little different with the Roman
noodles.
Something a little strange even. But you can bet your ass it's gonna be good. What you see when you look at this? Just a regular little old pack of Roman noodles, beef flavored? I think not. You wanna know what I see when I look at this? I see redneck pho, baby. That's right, P-H-O. And I figured out how to come up with my own little redneck pho Roman noodles. So what ingredients must one have to do this, you say? Look at there. Get yourself some onion, get yourself some green onion, and get yourself some beef steak even. Alright, now pay attention real close. What you do is you chop it up, especially your green onion, get it real tiny. And then you cut you some regular onion up. You don't get too much in there because you don't want to eat nothing. And it just tastes like damn onion. You don't want that. That's a little bit of onion, whole bunch of meat. That's what we do with our meat. You take your meat yonder and you take it and you cut it up in real fine, teeny tiny little pieces. Itty bitty little teeny tiny little pieces of beef jerky. And how do we cook it? What we actually gonna use to quote unquote kinda cook it, boiling water that the Roman noodles is in. Them Roman noodles is over there getting ready to boil. I got my meat in this bad boy here. Onion and herb, pepper on it. I'm gonna mix a little bit of Tony's in on it like yonder. Tony's is always good. Onions and my green onions there. And I'm gonna pour it right on top of my meat. Now I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna see if the Roman noodles is ready yet. Man, don't that look so good already, baby? Noodles boiling like that, go on a dumpy flavoring in there like yonder. Mix that up real good. Ooh, it's gonna be so good. Alright, folks, y'all watch here. This is where the magic happens. Pour it right in on top of it yonder like that. And that hot water, it actually cooks your meat. You'll never eat Roman noodles the same, never ever again. Y'all check that out. Ain't that amazing? I'm talking, we took a regular bag of Roman noodles and turned it into some high quality pho that I cooked right here in my camper for just a couple bucks. First bite tasted good. We forgot something, didn't we? You take your sriracha sauce all in that bad boy right there. Look at there, you mix that up. Ooh,
Yeah, you gotta have sriracha. Do you like sriracha, Carter? I put that
Oh,
stuff
absolutely.
on everything. I was
Yeah, it's
thinking the
awesome.
same thing. I said my internal clock or my mind was going. I got to have some sriracha or hot sauce or something. I'm gonna finish this.
Talk about good around here in this camper, baby. This is where the sriracha sauce at. And look at that, ain't that beautiful?
Oh, is it still playing?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that is the closest thing to pho fellas getting anywhere around here in Vidor, Texas. It's good. I love y'all. Y'all try it. Check it out for yourself. Y'all be classy. Enjoy your redneck pho. Love you.
That guy's a nut.
Jesus. Yeah, no doubt.
Oh my God. So what's your survival food? If we're in a pandemic now, but there's been times you've been a bachelor. I know BVD, you ain't got no money. What's the lowest you've done and most creative you've been with food? You or
Uh,
Carter?
Go, Carter. I'm gonna have to think about that.
Well, mashed potato sandwich, instant
Oh,
mashed potato sandwich.
dude, those are awesome.
Ramen noodles, of course. I still eat them to this day, just because I like them. There's actually another brand called Yasobi or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yasoba. They're a little
Mm-hmm.
bit like 50 cents higher, but well, they're about $1 higher, but they're pretty good.
Oh, I'm gonna try to think. That ramen noodles is cheap. Um,
Spam.
Spam, fried up spam,
That shit's
or
good.
it is good. They've got them now. Well, they've had it for the last 10 years, where they've got jalapeno spam. They've got
Oh
like
yeah,
Peppered.
they
pepper
got all kinds of
barbecue.
different spam.
Oh yeah, whoever thought of that was genius.
They probably even got spam.
Yeah.
I'm just
You
not
know,
fond of that little clear spam jello that comes on the top when you open
Yep.
oh, the spam jizz.
it.
Y'all know what the West Virginia mating call is?
Uh-uh. I don't know what that is.
That's a bottle of shaking a bottle of pills.
Oh really?
Oh wow.
And that was on the Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia.
What show is that?
Oh, that's a film that Johnny Knoxville did. Him and his crew. They're not in it. You don't ever see them. But it's this family up in Boone County, West Virginia. They are just, I mean, the most vilest, rotten, mean, ornery, white trash family in that county. And now I think they're suing him, or the hell, it may have been a while ago that they sued him, but he promised them royalties from the show or something like that. And the head white is this big nasty ass woman. I think her name's Mamie or something like that. She's been the vocal one about it, gone on all these radio shows. That son of a bitch promised us royalties and we ain't seen a damn dime. We got $200 and something else. So they're mad at old Johnny Knoxville, but they didn't sign a contract.
Wow. I guess should have signed that contract.
Yeah. Don't
Like
get mad at
Leonard
Johnny.
Skinner said.
What's that, Carter?
Like Leonard Skinner song, working for MCA. You should have signed your contract.
Oh yeah. Should have read it too.
Oh yeah.
Well, I promised y'all earlier. We're just having fun tonight. We're talking about anything and everything. But survivalist tips, if you got any, let us know in the comments section. But people have been surviving for millennia. And this guy, I don't know who it is. I think there's more than one or two, or maybe even half a dozen of these channels where these guys will go in and make like underground pools. And this guy is amazing. How he's got everything perfectly in line, but there's not going to be any music, so we can let this be played in the background, and but y'all can watch that. But it's just amazing some of the ingenuity. You think, well, we live in America, we've got computers, we've got you
I've
know
seen this one. This one's
technology,
amazing.
technology. So, but I think we're getting dumbed down as a society. We're not having the mill workers and running lathes and You
Oh
know,
yeah.
people have been smart and ingenious for millennia. They've been able to do things. Look at the pyramids, and this is nothing compared to the pyramids and some of the other architecture back before Christ. But this guy right
Yeah.
here, man, he just goes out there and just picks a spot in the ground and he builds an underground pool with a machete. A machete.
Wow.
Can you see it, Carter?
Yeah. And I have seen this one as well. So
And a stick. I forgot about the stick.
yeah.
And he just starts digging a hole. I mean, how do you think of something like this? You just
I was
wake
going to
up.
say, first of all, what comes to your mind that makes you even think about this?
Yeah, I don't know.
But these people, I mean, that's probably the only way they've been raised where all they've ever had to do is use their hands and what tools they make, you know?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, I get that, but I mean, which one of these village hut people came up with the idea of grabbing a damn stick and building an immaculate pool out of dirt?
It's I got
Uh,
4.5 million views.
Here's survivalist tip number 3 for you, Slim Mosley. Stay out of Alabama.
Yeah.
There you go.
But he's
Which,
he's already got it square. I bet there's not anybody watching us. There's not many of us watching it, watching us. But I'd like to see somebody make a square hole in the ground like that, and it's perfectly 90-degree
Dude,
angles.
and he's doing it with a stick.
Yeah,
A stick in his friggin' hands. It'd take me a week to dig a damn hole big enough to put a basketball in like that.
yeah. I'm gonna see if I can make this any bigger where people can see it.
you know
That's
how
what
you were
that's what
talking
she said.
about like the word dumber, I guess is the way you put it. I watched a video the other day of a grandfather had his two grandsons that were probably, 17, 16 years old. And he still had like the old dial up phone, where you got to hit the one, move it all the way over, then let it roll back. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And he had it hooked up. He said, I want you to call my cell phone number. And if y'all can figure out how to call my cell phone in less than 2 minutes, I'll give you like $100. And they were like trying to press buttons, and it was hilarious. Couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I bet these guys don't have any problem burying their dead.
Nope. And so he's making like a rough draft of what he's gonna do uh, in that wall. It's just the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And I want to know what kind of dirt that is to be able to not cave in and handle that
Looks
kind of.
looks
Yeah,
like it's got to be some kind of clay.
yeah.
This is the shit that amazes me when he builds the tunnels
Yeah.
and makes a water slide out of it.
And this is
This is
what happens when you don't have sports.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
exact one I think that Lou pulled up a couple weeks ago. I think if it's pretty sure it is. God, it's crazy. I wonder. Now, does it say in the description anywhere how long it takes him to do this?
I don't know. I'm gonna look.
Or
What the hell is
where
he
it's
breaking
located.
through?
He's making his first tunnel.
I know, but he's already broke through. Okay. God bless, man.
I'd like to know where this is located at too.
I'm gonna see if it says in the description.
It's down there in him
It
Zikabar.
doesn't say. Jungle
See,
Survival is the name of the channel.
I got to go to the Philippines once, and we went. We were in Manila, but we kind of went out, away from the city, and I mean, there was some pretty cool stuff, like the way they build their houses and just all the tools they had, just homemade, handmade.
That's definitely not red clay, Slim. Red, if you've never seen, well, you probably have seen it, but red clay is like a lot redder than that.
Yeah, like dark.
Yeah. Brick colored, actually.
David Newcomb saying something. I'm gonna see what it says here. Uh,
What's up, David Nukin?
y'all see the video where those college kids was gathered in that dorm room trying to open a can of soup with the can opener? Totally unbelievable.
Yeah, I have seen that.
What does it look like? I'll look it up.
Yeah, pull
I
it
think
up.
it
I
was.
haven't seen it.
I think it was some black girls, wasn't it?
Let me see. I'm on. What should I put? College kids
Kids trying to open a can.
trying to open can. See.
That's not true, Slim. You know T-shirts. By the way, to the 12,000 people in here, if you need a good T-shirt, hit up our boy Slim Mosley in the comments. He's got you covered.
I don't see anything. Somebody put a link in the description. If you
Yeah,
can,
me
maybe
and
look them.
quick little plug here, Catfish. Me and Luke Thomas are going to put out possibly a daily article. We're going to do a top 5 of each position for Tennessee.
That's good. What are you gonna
What do you?
start with?
That's exactly what I was going to ask. What are you
We're
starting
going to
with?
start with quarterbacks. We're going to do quarterbacks all the way to coaches, defensive linemen, linebackers, DBs, all that.
What's your top 5 quarterbacks?
Well, if you want to know mine, Peyton Manning 1, Heath Schuler 2, Casey Clausen 3. Number 4 would have been Condridge, and 5 was a tie between Eric Ainge and T. Martin.
Now, are these just your favorites or what you think are the 5 best?
What I personally think are the 5 best, and just going off college stats only, or college, what they did at UT, not
Right.
NFL or any
Okay,
of that.
if you made another list that were just ACP Carter's 5 favorite quarterbacks.
5 favorite quarterbacks would be Casey Clausen 1,
Mm-hmm.
Peyton Manning 2. Number 3 would have probably been Eric Ainge. Number 4 would be Heath Schuler. And number 5 would have been probably Josh Dobbs.
Huh.
I'm gonna write mine down.
I've got. I don't know about the order, but this is not an order. But obviously, Heath Schuler, Peyton, Tony Robinson, Casey Clausen. I don't know, Swamp Rat, Condridge. I don't know
No
how to.
way you didn't say Swamp Rat.
I like. You know why I liked him? I just liked him as a person.
Yeah, that's our 5 is really close. I've got Heath Payton, Andy Kelly, T. Rob, and Swamp Rat.
The
5's
only
hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
the only reason I didn't put Tony Robinson in the top 5 is because, and it's not really his fault, but he didn't get to play his first 2 years. He had one full season and then half of another. So, I know he had a really good season in '84. I think '85 he was having a great season, but
Mm-hmm.
he just never really got to see what all he could do.
Well, we got to see what he could do. We just didn't get to see enough of it.
Yeah.
Right. It's like Chuck Webb and Reggie Cobb, I mean,
And to this day, I've never seen anybody throw a spiral as good as Tony Robinson. He threw the absolute perfect ball.
but I don't know why you're hating on Swamp Rat, man. He's the first UT quarterback to throw for over 1,000 yards.
Who's hating on Swamp Rat? We both got him in our top 5.
Okay, well, I was just making sure.
He's
got a series of books called
I
yeah.
think BVD was wondering why I had him in my top 5 and he had him in his top 5. He couldn't believe it. We both had him in the top 5.
Yeah,
I gave him an honorable mention.
He used to do a daily radio show with Tony
Yep.
before Tony Basilio or with
Yep.
him or something.
Yep.
I got to step aside for a minute, guys. Somebody just pulled up.
All right.
Well,
Better not be a fucking pizza.
Me and Carter's got this handled.
Yeah. So, okay, we did the top 5 quarterbacks. Let's just do, like, your personal favorite top 5 running backs. How about that?
Golly. Really?
Okay, how about this? Name a favorite player for every position. We'll go like running back, wide receiver. So who's your favorite running back?
I can't do that. I can't do it. I don't know. I can't. I can't.
Really? Just your personal favorite?
This is going to sound crazy, but I've never been so excited about a running performance as I had. What was it? The 2001 game.
Travis Stevens against Florida.
Yep.
Yep. That's honestly who would be probably my favorite is Travis Stevens, and then not just because that game, but that entire 2001 season. I mean, he still holds the single season rushing record at Tennessee, and a lot of people don't know this, but he led the country in rushing yards.
Wow.
Yeah, he was the top rusher in 2001. And that's one, how a lot of people always say that, if we would have just beaten LSU in '01,
Yep.
we would have played for the national title, but we probably would have gotten beat by Miami. See,
Yeah.
Miami didn't play good against the rush that year. So I think, we had a really legitimate chance to beat them just because of our running game.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but can you see the screen on that? I'm gonna back that up. He's built him a nightstand out of dirt. Let's see if they'll have another little right here. Hold on. Watch this. Can you see it?
Yeah, I got you.
Look at that. Let me pause it. Where he's got that candle.
Yeah, dude's a genius.
Wow.
Imagine what somebody like that could do with blueprints and, you know, uh, just like the stuff we use for measuring, micrometers and dial calibers and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. David Newcomb says Jamal Lewis, Travis Henry, Travis Stevens, Alvin Kamara, and Chuck Webb. Yeah, those
Okay.
those are some good ones. I don't know if I would have Kamara up there, but I liked him a lot. I think he was
Yeah.
definitely probably the most criminally underused players that ever played college football. But I would put James Littleman Stewart on that list. I'd put Reggie Cobb on that list. I'm just trying to
Mm-hmm.
think of ones that I've seen in person. Um,
You've seen Tony Thompson. You've
oh
seen
yeah, I'm trying to think.
what about
Jay
Johnny
Graham,
Jones, man?
Johnny Jones, absolutely,
Yeah. Yep.
absolutely,
James Berry wasn't too bad either.
yep. There was just a
Yeah.
lot of running backs in Tennessee. Um,
Yeah.
just like wide receiver. I mean, I don't even know who I put on my list. Look at him going on
Um,
top of this thing. He's sketching out a hole. Now watch this. This is where this thing gets interesting. Filling this damn hole up, this pool underground. This is genius. Anyway, while he's doing that, who's your top five? Because you can't put it's hard to have a top five list with wide
for
receivers at Tennessee.
I mean, dude, you're right. It is, and a lot of people probably would put Juwan Jennings, and I'd say he's makes an army, and I think a lot of that is just because of how he was as a leader, and stats wise. I mean, he probably wouldn't even be top 10 Tennessee, but uh, that's tough. Alvin Harper,
Yep.
I
I
would put.
think he came to Tennessee as a track athlete, and they found him. That's what Johnny Majors was known
Yeah.
for, was going
Mhm.
after the track stars to be
Yep.
wide receiver. I think he was a high jumper or long jumper or something.
Yep. But if my top five, I'd say Peerless, known to in no particular order. Peerless Price, Joey Kent, Dante Stallworth. Might have two more. Um, man, this is hard. You're right. Especially if I'm just doing it right on the spot.
Stanley Morgan,
Stanley Morgan, absolutely. Um,
Willie Galt,
Willie Galt. Um,
Sam. Shoot, I forgot his last name. He's in the Olympics on the 4x100. Played a little bit in the NFL. Sam, was it Gaddy? Shoot, Grady. What was his name?
yeah, I'm drawing a
He
blank.
was with Carl Lewis in the 4x100, and he played for a little bit, I think, for the Broncos. Don't make me look it up. He didn't play a lot at Tennessee, but he was fast. He's in the 4x100 relay. And
Anthony Miller
yeah,
played for the Broncos.
no, no, it was Sam something or other.
Okay.
Let me look it up. Don't make me look this thing up. Let's see. 4x100. That would have been, what year were those Olympics been? 80.
Well, it would have been, let's see, there was 96, 92, there was 88,
Yep,
84, 80.
84.
Okay.
84 U.S. Olympic 4 by 100. I think it's like Sam Grady or Sam Gaddy. Let's see what his name was. Let's see. What?
Bobby, you're all blurry.
It's because it's out of focus.
Oh.
It'll come
Well,
back in a minute.
my life's out of focus, but I ain't blurry.
Where is that? Sam Grady.
Oh, hell yeah. I don't even know what y'all are talking about.
He
You
was
must be
on the
talking about fast.
yeah, he was on the 4 by 100 Olympic gold
Yep.
medalist. And everybody used to think that was Willie Galt on that team with Carl Lewis. It wasn't. It was Sam
Oh.
Grady.
Right. Well, there's one person that played both ways, Carl Pickens.
Yeah, he in the Cotton Bowl, wasn't he like defensive player of the game?
Yeah.
As a freshman.
Yeah, and then Chuck Webb was the player of the game offensively.
Watch Carl Pickens get hurt in the 90, I guess it would be 90 or 91 spring game. Had a green jersey on, and somebody tackled him down in the corner of the end zone.
Yeah.
That was really great.
Yeah, he hauled him off the field, fucked him up. Excuse my language. I keep forgetting I'm on a...
You're on the Volunteer Road Show. We got sponsors over here.
I got sponsors too, buddy. They don't give a F. Actually, I don't put him on there when I know it's going to be one of those kind of shows.
All right, we're getting up to the genius part of this video. He's
Uh-oh.
already made the clay so the water doesn't soak out of the pool, and he's lined it with like a mortar mix that he made by hand. Have you seen the whole thing, BVD?
Well, we put it on mute like you did and watched it at like 3 times speed.
Yeah, let me see if I can find that 3 times speed.
And it's already kind of sped up because you ever watch him hitting the hammers like.
He's putting in the candles. I'm gonna see if I can. It's almost over anyway. So
what was that? 4 by 400 or 4 by 100?
4 by 100.
100. Yeah.
Okay, so the track is 400, right? 400.
Yeah.
Is that right? 400 meters or
it's
yards?
One trip around the track is the 4
right,
by 100.
Right.
All right, here it goes. Watch this. He's walked down to the creek, getting cleaned up. But this is just amazing. I want to know how long this took. I want to know how long it took.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. It says it in the daggone description anywhere.
He's got a hole in this basin that comes out a little hole in the wall of this thing. Look at that. I bet you that took him a month.
Well, when I was 11, me and my friends, we dug a foxhole one time.
Yeah, I tell my youngins if I needed them to dig a hole, all I had to do is tell them it was a paintball foxhole, and they'd have dug it in 5 minutes. But if it was something I needed for work, you couldn't get them to do it. It took forever. It's too hot. It's too hard of dirt. But isn't that amazing? Golly.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Have any of y'all ever done a time capsule?
No.
No, I have not either.
We kind of did one when I was about 11 years old, and I've been so wanting to go back and try to dig that thing up.
Where's it at?
It's in Milan, Tennessee, at the old property where I used to live at. And that'd be the problem, going back there and digging that thing up. It was we put everything in a cooler, a red igloo cooler.
What year was the Carl Lewis?
That would have been 84.
That's the same year what Bruce Jenner.
4x100 relay.
Ron Brown, Sam Grady, Carl Lewis, and Calvin Smith.
Yeah.
Wait, Bruce Jenner was in 1980, I think, wasn't it?
He was a decathlon.
He was a fucking everything guy. 92, Carl Lewis was in there.
Yeah. In the World Championships, the world record holder. I think this is where people get Carl Lewis mixed in with the Olympics. Was Carl Lewis, Calvin Smith, Willie Gault, and Emmett King on August 10th of 1983. That's still the world record, 37.86.
Wow.
So we got Tennessee on both of those teams.
So Willie Gault not only got a gold medal, but he won a Super Bowl too. Incredible.
Yeah. Soviet Union in 1988 on the 4x100. Every one of them's name started with a V. Victor, Vladimir, and Vitali.
Vitali. That sounds Italian, not Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a YouTube video maker.
It's by different, spelled different than the one you're talking about. It's Vitaliy. Probably like Vitali.
Reminds me of that movie Dodgeball. Laser. Razor.
Willie Gault used to be. I think he's got like a record for fastest over 50 or something. Masters. Yeah, Masters. I'm looking at it here.
Didn't he break the 100 or something?
I'm gonna see what this is.
Something like that. There was something he did solo.
Yeah,
it was so low nobody could see it.
Let's see if I can find his.
We've been ignoring our buddies in the chat room.
Yeah, go holler at them while I look for this.
All four of them.
All right, here's the world record with Willie. I believe Willie Gault's on this. Let's see if it is. Let's see if that's what I'm looking
for. Killer Mime said OSHA would shut this job down, talking about the dirt digging pool maker.
Heck yeah.
Jake from the next Peyton Manning.
Have y'all seen the video of the guy it's like a mechanic shop, and he had to go take a crap, and his buddies take like, I don't know if it's brake cleaner or some kind of aerosol, and they're spraying it underneath the door where he is, and they take a lighter and light a flame that goes straight underneath the door where he is, and all you can hear is him screaming.
It's probably ether.
I don't know. It's in a spray can.
Yeah, it's probably spray ether. That shit's flammable as hell. I mean, there's a lot of things in on auto parts. Was it a mechanic's place or an auto parts store? Which one?
Well, you can't really see, but I think it's mechanics. I could be totally wrong, but you can't really see a lot. You can just see the bathroom door.
The flames.
Yeah, and the guy spraying it underneath, like on the ground, and it goes into the bathroom. And then at some point near the end, he'll respray and light it up, and the guy's opening the door, and he's got his feet up as high as he can on the toilet.
Is this YouTube?
I think it's on YouTube. I found it on Facebook, but I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Here's Willie Gault breaking the world record with Carl Lewis in the 4x100 in Helsinki. I'm going to play that real quick.
Now the final of the 4x100 meters for men. The Soviet Union have a good squad on the inside. Jamaica at lane 2. Then the mighty US of A. And there's their lead-off man, Emmett King. Outside him, he's got West Germany, Italy, Poland, East Germany, and France. That's the Italian, Stefano Tilly. Tilly will hand to Carlo Simeonata, to Pier Francesco Pavoni, to Pietro Mania, who I suggested earlier, to have him in your squad is worth 2 or 3 places in any 4x100 meters relay, and he should feature in the 200 meters because he's the reigning Olympic champion. He's on last leg for Italy, but I remind you of the American squad. It's Emmett King, Willie Galt, the international hurdler, Calvin Smith, the world record holder for 100 meters, Carl Lewis, already world champion at 100 meters and long jump. And everyone in the stadium holding their breath, and Carl Lewis's parents and sister here watching. And Emmett King is going superbly in lane 3. Emmett King safely into the hands of Willie Galt. Look at this international hurdler go against the world's best sprinters. He's taking yards out of Christian Haas, the West German sprinter, and he's given the baton safely to Calvin Smith. What a runner around the bend is Calvin Smith, and already the American squad are in the lead. And looking good at Italy and the Soviet Union, but Carl Lewis has the baton, and unless he falls over, the third World Championship is his. Look for the run for the line, and it's Italy, I think. Pietro Mania doing exactly as I said he would, beating Britskin of the Soviet Union to the line. But it's a world record, and one should have expected it from such a squad. But 37.86. The first time that 38 seconds have been broken. What a fitting triumph for Carl Lewis.
What is it again?
That he should win the 100 meters. That he should win the long jump. And then bring
My dad held the high jump record at
quartet
Greenville
of
till like
American
1990
And on top
something.
of victory, a world record.
Wow.
Let's see.
What a moment of triumph. And it's been confirmed that the Italians have got the silver medal and the Soviet Union the bronze. But its photography's been knocked flat as this squad take their lap of honor.
God, imagine what they could have done if they'd have replaced Emmett Smith with somebody faster.
Hug that bend tight
Like Usain Bolt or somebody, you know.
Oh, wow.
Calvin Smith.
In the hand of Carl Lewis.
Yeah, I wonder why I
No
said
one in the
Emmett
world is
twice.
going to close
There's
the
an
gap
Emmett something or another
on this
that thing.
tremendously talented all-rounder. But it is a good race for the Russians in lane 1 with Britskin on last leg. Took over a yard or two up on Italy, but watch Manea throw himself at the line ahead of the Russians.
Yeah, well, it's on my
collect-
Facebook. I know I shared it, so I could always just tag you in the comment or something.
Okay.
Well, we couldn't we couldn't react to the college kids opening up a can opener, a can of soup.
Couldn't find it, or
I don't know if anybody got me a link or anything. I don't see a link. David Newcomb requested that. Anything else anybody wants me to react to, we'll react to it, won't we, BVD?
yeah.
Somebody said that Christian Coleman track star at Tennessee ran like a sub 4.240.
He broke a record, I think. Couple. While you're looking that up, I got an idea.
Can't find it either, Catfish. All I see is like, can millennials open a can of tuna? How to use a can opener tutorial.
Here it is. Christian Coleman, fastest 40-yard dash ever. Let's see.
Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. There's no you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on a star.
I'd smoke this guy.
Time to show him who's in charge. Call me a shooting star. Didn't even get to bronze.
Wow. What's the fastest in the NFL combine there?
4.2 something, wasn't it, Carter?
Yeah, I think at one time Dante Stallworth held that record.
I'll look it up for you if nobody knows in the comments. Actually, I think it might have been 4.3 something. Damn it! I paid
Calvin Johnson, or not Calvin Johnson. You know the guy, the running back at the Titans for the longest time had that 40-yard.
Oh yeah,
combine record. For
Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson, that's it.
Yeah, from East Carolina.
Is that where he played ball?
Sure did.
You're just an encyclopedia, Carter.
That's why I'm your historian.
I know somebody now that could smoke Carter in the history stuff. Not in college.
I doubt it.
Bad Dog would wear you out. That son of a bitch knows everything.
All right. Well, not UT history.
Oh my God. Fastest 40 time in the NFL Combine this year was by a damn Gump. Any guesses?
I don't know.
No.
Ruggs.
Wow.
Yeah. 4.27.
Yeah. I remember Stallworth had a 4.297. I don't know how you get the 9.7.
Well, I remember when getting into the 4.3s was amazing.
What was Chris Johnson's 40? Does he still have the record?
No, he said that Ruggs guy had it.
No, that was the fastest this year. I thought that Chris Johnson did it in 4.23 or something.
Maybe.
I'll look that up here in a second.
What else you want me to react to since we're just hanging out, Carter?
I'd like to see you react to the coronavirus. Can we get you some of that real quick and see how you react? Here's this year's. Henry Ruggs 4.27 first. Second, Javelin Guidry from Utah 4.29. Quez Watkins from Southern Miss 4.35. L'Jarius Sneed from Louisiana Tech 4.37. Darnell Mooney from Tulane. All these small schools 4.38. Denzel Mims from Baylor 4.38.
I want to know all time, not this year. I want to know all time. They've got to have a list.
They will. I've started, damn it, so I'm going to keep going. Let me get to the first big name. Isaiah Simmons from Clemson, 4.39.
Wow.
Antonio Gibson from Memphis, 4.39. There's quite a few 4.39.
Well, Ruggs is a pretty big name.
Yeah. Devin DuVernay or something, 4.39. Jonathan Taylor, 4.39. Damn. From Wisconsin. Kid from Appalachian State, Darrington Evans, 4.41. Now they're getting down into the BBD times now, 4.4s.
Yeah. Well, don't look up Juwan Jennings 40 time unless you want to, be sad.
It wasn't it like 4.5 something.
I don't even know if it was 4 or 5.
Well, the top
maybe it was.
This has got the top 18, and there's a lot of ties in there, so it's really more than 18.
Well, he
Jerry
had
Judy,
one of the
4.45.
Jennings had one of the worst as far as receivers go, which, he was never.
All right.
I mean,
I just found on YouTube somebody broke the record. Broke Chris Johnson's record. I'm going to put it up here. In 2017. Hold on. Transition this over. This is in 2017, the new record, all-time record of 4.22.
Oh, DC just told me John said he's gonna run 4.2. That's what he told me.
Quez ran a good 40 in the combine.
Yeah.
Jennings wasn't horrible. I mean, 4.7. That ain't great by no means, but
people forget he was never a wide receiver until
he was a damn quarterback.
Exactly. And he limped. That's why he limping.
According to what
he just ran into an injury.
Fastest quarterback time this year was like 4.5 something.
He done.
Wow,
go to the house.
It appears that Chris
he can
Johnson.
Go on my plane and go home.
So you want all time?
Yeah, we're watching it right now.
Okay. 4.22.
Is this a
and who was this guy again?
John Ross.
Oh, please no.
Oh,
Washington
wow.
now.
Have we looked up the world record yet?
Does look
they're
2/100ths of a second. We cannot simulcam him with Chris Johnson because Chris
Johnson
I
love
did
those.
RCA
Those are cool.
So we can
I like when they do Rich
Eisen
side by side. You seen those?
Which is that of Three Archers 4.26 from 3 combines ago.
They need to get EDP out there and let him run a 40 and do side by sides.
See a lot of flapping.
Well, there's not much difference right there.
So maybe he did save it for Monday.
No, they hardly separate.
EDP's done videos where he ran a 40.
Yeah,
Did you see that last side by side? That was the difference between 4.28 and 4.22. Let's go back. And look at
Millisecond.
that. Let's go back and look at that. This, folks, is the difference between 428 and 422.
Hoghead says, "What's up, Catfish?"
What's up, Hoghead?
So
that ain't much different.
Save it for Monday.
I have been waiting for
Tell
that.
me
Man,
you're
still
going to
say
get me
you
a
suck,
10-yard
Catfish.
head start?
No, more than that.
Who's that running?
No, I'm running in slow motion.
Who is that? That's Rich Eisen.
None of that is fair at all.
That's what I was saying. He
None of
runs
that
in a
is fair
suit
at
with
all.
tennis
No,
shoes,
it's
and
well
look,
earned
and
by
then
both
they
of
give
you.
him a head
Now that it's
start.
official, Michael's with the official record holder of the 40-yard dash. Give him congratulations from us, Mike.
Yes, and the guys are saying.
I figured
Richard,
by now,
Mike, and
man, they would
everybody
have
say
all kinds of
congratulations
different
to you, John
celebrities
Rose.
and
It
stuff
is
running 40
official
so they
now,
can
the
compare them.
422.
Oh,
You
yeah.
are the fastest
What I like
man.
watching is at baseball games, like they'll have they'll have a fan take off running, and he'll get like so many seconds of a head start, and then the guy in the little suit will take off running, and if you can beat him, you win something. Like no one ever beats them, ever.
Really?
Yeah, like the Braves do. It's called Beat the Freeze or whatever.
Beat the what?
Beat the Freeze. It's this. I don't know. This guy. He's dressed up. He's got these little goggles and stuff. I don't know.
I'll give you one, Dwayne. Hang on. Go Vols, sick 'em. Woof, woof, woof.
I mean, our mascot is a dog, so.
Yeah. Ours would be go Vols, sick 'em.
I love that bark or bay or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
I know you don't like language, Catfish, but let's face it, Uga's a pussy. That dog couldn't whoop Archie.
No, because he gets out of breath, he'd have a heart attack.
Yeah.
I had this argument with Magnum once that Uga could beat Smokey.
I can't think of one single thing that dog could beat Smokey in.
No,
maybe fastest to the water bowl from standing.
No, he wouldn't even beat him at that.
No.
Most drool. I don't know. They might even not be able to beat Smokey.
No
on
one he
that
could
one.
beat Smokey in.
Whoever decided that bulldogs were fierce animals was sadly mistaken.
Fastest dog to get inside an air-conditioned doghouse. Pussy.
He wouldn't even beat Smokey at that.
Let's see what the fastest dog is.
It's got to be the Greyhound.
Oh, surely.
That's why they have them running at those tracks.
Here we go. 10 fat. This is a cheetah versus a greyhound. You want to watch that in super slow motion?
I put money on the cheetah.
So YouTube, we couldn't
You
help
ever
but
seen a
notice our
cat
first
drink
cat
water
versus
in slow
dog slow-mo
motion?
video kind of stirred a few of you up.
It's really
it's time
cool.
for cat versus dog round 2, and it's going to be awesome.
So mate, today's slow-mo is all about speed. And
tomorrow
let's
night.
face it, the cat's already won.
Kind of don't want to agree with you on that one, but I'm going to have to. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, fastest land animal, the cheetah.
Official
I mean, the
store of the
BBC has filmed
Vols.
some great cheetah footage in the past, and you can just see why they're such speed demons.
Who are these goobers?
Some slow-mo videographers.
Okay.
Not the slow-mo guys.
So what's the key behind why they're so fast then?
Well, they've got this really flexible spine, which gives them a massive gait.
How
really
long do you
spreads out
think you
their
can
legs.
keep up with
And
a
they've got these
cheetah,
incredibly
Carter?
powerful back leg muscles to really drive them forward.
Could
These
I?
semi-retractable claws,
Yeah.
so basically their claws are partly out
About
all the time, which
Right,
is like
okay.
runner's
2
spikes,
seconds.
just giving them excellent grip. And they're just incredible
that-
animals, really
those things
streamlined,
would
very
be
powerful animals.
Okay, man,
10
so
yards
cheetahs are
gone
pretty
before
cool.
you or me
But
ever
how about
take
getting
our
the
first
greyhound, the
step.
fastest dog in the world? Get that in slow-mo.
So we've got
Might
two
be
dogs
a
today,
swear
Stitchy and
jar
Sweet,
after
who are going to race
ADD
for
and
us.
that.
And we've got two so that one of them can have a rest while the other one's racing. They've just got such big, powerful legs, I can't get over it.
With the aid of the vampire Batmobile, we should really be able to get some awesome shots of these guys in motion. We'll shoot this on a relatively long lens, just so we can keep a bit of distance from the dogs.
That's
Maybe
still
that. I can't hear it.
So we're about to go for the first run.
I can barely hear it, but I mean, there ain't really nothing to hear, I guess.
You're not going to get away from me.
Got it.
Dog's boogieing. There ain't no way a damn dog's gonna outrun that truck. Come on now. That's cool.
I figured it wouldn't be so much movement in the body. Man, it's in the air. Wow.
Man, those are some ugly dogs.
You know, the bad thing is about cheetahs, they get worn out real quick. So, like, when they're catching their prey, if they don't get it within, like, so many seconds, then, you know, they get too tired. So they don't have the greatest endurance. So. They even do something with their tail. I can't remember what it is they do, but when they're like in full speed.
Cheetahs do?
Yeah.
I'm really pleased we got the beginning of that. That's great. You can just see that mud flying. That's brilliant.
that was off the front feet. I would expect it off the back, wouldn't you?
Really dug in.
Stretches out because of their paws.
It's so like a cheetah. They run in a style called rotary gallop,
cheetahs
where
win every
their feet
race
basically land in a circular position
because they're cheaters.
as they go around.
Cheetahs.
It's that front left, front right, back left. So it's that circular rotary gallop we were talking about. And actually, you can really see there's two flight phases. So when their feet are off the ground, they're either fully extended,
greyhound,
or tucked up to the body.
My stepsister's
just like
got
a
one.
cheetah.
That thing is so bony. I mean, you
That
can
was
see it. It
pretty
looks like
quick.
that dog is
Duncan, what kind of speeds were we clocking there? Because we're just a bit overtaking
your
them. So.
sister.
Yeah, he's certainly doing
I don't
43
think I
plus miles an hour.
that was
without a doubt.
So cheetah's faster than a greyhound. Why is that?
I mean,
well, to
it's
be honest,
cool
look at that. It's not
people
all that clear because they're running really
quote,
similar style.
rescue these former.
But basically,
race
some researchers at the Royal Veterinary College in London discovered that greyhounds aren't very good at increasing the frequency of their stride, whereas cheetahs are really good at swinging their legs forward and
building
just
up.
building up.
Quick. We
up,
took
up,
it to
and
the
up.
park once and just watched.
That was
it
awesome.
run.
And now it's driving a head-on shot.
Insane.
Yeah. Go greyhound and leave the driving to us.
Yeah, that's a mistake. Never take a greyhound.
I am fortunate enough to say that I have never been on a, I guess, public or whatever you call it, bus like that.
I'll tell you what, the last 5 times I've been on the Greyhound, I swore it was going to be my last.
Oh, yeah, I did it once because I missed a flight, and I'll never do it again.
That's what
All
I
the
said,
layovers.
but I did it 4 times after I first said it.
It's not, the layovers are bad enough.
But
like,
You
they're horrible.
can tilt your seat back about 1.5 inches.
Yeah.
A whole 1.5 inches?
That's what it seemed like.
Have you seen some of the daggone airplane accommodations they have now?
Oh, yeah, like Emeritus.
Yeah.
You seen the one Casey Neistat?
Yeah, that's what made me think of it. That's ridiculous. For a few hours? That's crazy.
See it on YouTube. What do I put?
Casey Neistat does like Air Emeritus or something like that.
Okay.
It's incredible. It's like your own little cubby, like a little room,
Where do you see this shit, Catfish? It's like your own suite on an airplane.
Let's see.
That's about $10 now, Keith. You owe me.
$21,000 first class.
For what?
Want to see the coolest thing I've ever seen in an airplane seat?
Oh.
Yeah. Crazy. I'll tell you what ain't fun though. Taking a cruise. Them rooms are tiny.
Hold on a second. What is
Taking a what?
The price of first class flight from JFK to DXB, and it was $21,000.
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, Bobby, you could swing that. You got that kind of cheese, don't you?
That's almost as much as that new motor is going to cost going in that truck.
When I think of the greatest day
When's that going down?
Soon.
I think of when my children were born.
So where are you now?
When my son graduated high school. Or today, when I was upgraded from
guy?
business to first.
Casey Neistat.
I don't know what I did to deserve this. I really don't.
He's a big YouTube sensation.
He's more than
Millions
that,
of
man. He made a movie for HBO.
Writing.
Yeah. And he calls all of his videos, he calls them movies. Like every one of them. He calls it a short movie. And he's just vlogging. That's all he's doing.
Just left Dubai.
Yeah, but the time and effort he puts into it is like a movie. Dude's
It's like
amazing.
my own little house over here. Total.
And he looks like my brother.
I like his wife.
Oh, yeah. She hardly ever says 2 words. That's why I like her.
And he's always not afraid to, let her be kind of, show her off.
Yeah.
You know what I
Have
mean?
you seen the video of him and her when they got married? Or not?
Yeah,
got
the
married,
honeymoon.
but, no. It's one of
They
his
went to
first.
Africa, South Africa. Yeah.
They had broke up or something and just gotten back together. Yeah,
They're
that
bringing
one.
food out here now.
Whatever I want,
Yeah.
whatever I want.
She's from South Africa.
You just tell them to cook you something and they cook it. Like being at a real
I
restaurant.
mean, there's lots of white people in South Africa. So.
I think of the name.
So this is basically a little cubicle where they walled off your seat.
This is caviar.
Yeah.
It's got a bedroom.
Yeah, it's like you get a blanket, pillow, you got like the TV, and then you got like your own tablet. It's incredible. And wait till you see the shower.
It's hard to believe this is on a friggin' plane, isn't it?
Like each person gets like 15 minutes of shower time.
He's eating caviar on a cracker. I'm eating cheese on a cracker. That's all I've eaten for the last week.
In addition to the amenities kit,
Is that all they have in store for here?
this lovely thing, which has all kinds of great
Oh,
surprises.
we got
in
it from the
shaving
Mennonite
cream
store.
and deodorant and all kinds of shit like that. They gave me this big bag.
Good
see?
cheese.
And in here,
Oh yeah, it's amazing. All their food's amazing.
What kind of cheese is it?
Slippers.
This is just sharp cheddar.
Yeah, man, slippers, a
eye
robe.
shades,
Like I said, wait till you see the shower.
and pajamas. Very
Who,
nice. I brought
who
my
knew,
own
Carter,
pajamas,
but
I
cheddar
appreciate
cheese
the
is
gesture.
a natural
This
laxative.
is
You
what
would
it
think it
looks
would
like when
stop
it goes
you
from a
up.
seat, from a chair to a bed.
Sure, Billy, I'll take a free pizza. Address is 303 Street, Greenwood, Tennessee.
Order it from Pizza Plus.
Order that. They're nasty. I don't even think they deliver to Greenwood. Order it from Rockies.
This is more
You're
comfortable
ready to
than
pay
my
about
bed at
$40.
It ain't that bad. A large pepperoni and hamburger is about 17.
It's so cozy.
Don't order him Domino's.
Domino's is half off if you order with the app today, this week. 50%
Yeah,
off
all
everything.
pizzas. Which they got that $5.99 deal, which I always use that. When you can only do it online, but $5.99 for any medium, 2-topping pizza, or you can get a sandwich or pasta or wings or whatever. It's all $5.99 each.
Huh. Have y'all seen Donald Trump's 757 or whatever he's got?
You talking about Air Force One?
No, the one he had before he was president. One he still has, but he doesn't ever fly in it.
No, I guess not.
I'm going to see if we can find that. I think I'd rather be in that than... Of course, it's $150 million for this jet.
All right, did you ask me something? I stepped away for a second to get something. Identify this sound. This would be an easy one, but I need specifics. Here we go.
You opened up some sort of something.
Yeah.
Some sort of something.
Sound like you pulled a cork out of a bottle.
It was actually a Mexican Coke.
Here we go. Rolls-Royce engine.
Wow.
Hi, I'm Amanda Miller, and I'm standing inside Mr. Trump's luxurious new 757. I'm here to give you an inside look into traveling Trump style. Mr. Trump's new plane fits 43 passengers,
video night
has
on
approximately
Volunteer
a
Roadshow
16-hour
TV,
range and flies at speeds of over 500 miles per hour. It is powered by
and
Rolls-Royce
we haven't
engines.
talked shit about
Let's
the
take a look
coronavirus.
inside.
We
Here we
talked
are
about
in
it
the
at the
galley,
beginning.
and now
Lord
we're gonna
knows
head
we
into
haven't
the
had enough
first-class
talk
sleeper
about that.
area.
This thing's got enough. I heard this thing's got enough gold-plated buckles and stuff to cover a Greyhound bus in this jet.
Jeez.
What is it?
You'll notice the
Donald Trump private jet.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's
seatbelts, as well as
ridiculous, man.
everything
Like
else,
150
are
million
24
bucks.
karat gold
When are we gonna
plated.
get our $1,000? You won't get it, will you, Bobby?
They still.
Each sleeper seat is equipped with an audio-visual
I don't think
system
they've passed
featuring a
it yet.
TV that is fed with all the various video
It's gonna
sources
pass.
available on the jet.
I don't know.
This
Last
is the dining area.
I read about it earlier, and it said you got to receive a W-2 to get one. I don't know.
I've heard that too. Bobby won't get it because if you make over,
I don't have a
This is the main lounge.
if you make over
featuring
beep
the Sky
beep,
Theater system. It
you don't
features
get
a
them.
57-inch screen
Yeah.
and the sound system of a top Hollywood screening room. Let's take a look.
Anyway,
They said I don't know if there's any truth to this or not, but I heard
Multiplex
from
releases
somebody.
DVD direct storage
I heard from somebody that people on disability get $3,000 and a
of
naked
1,000
hooker.
movies and 2,500
I don't know.
I know where the hooker will be.
anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm going to bed. What else do y'all want to say? Appreciate y'all coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, appreciate the folks in the comments for hanging with us. We didn't say 5 words to them all night. I'll make it up to you guys tomorrow night.
NASCAR Vol, how you doing? Slim Mosley, Hoghead, Billy Cole, the Man of Steel, Dwayne's favorite, Glitter Gator loves BVD. The heck kind of name is that?
Best name on YouTube.
Mick Griff, Killer Mime.
Killer Mime's a Georgia fan, isn't he?
Yep. Dwayne RTR. A lot of people on here.
Billy Cole is the world's biggest long snapper fan.
Yeah.
Sure is.
He collects long snapper cards.
He's always busting your chops. Why is he busting your chops about long snapper?
Because of Will Albright.
I don't get it.
Tennessee.
He's from Greenville.
Yeah, signed a long snapper.
No. Do they get scholarships?
They get one every 4 years.
Wow.
And it just so happens this is time for the scholarship, and my boy got it. I'm telling everybody, Catfish, and I believe this. And if I end up being wrong, I will admit that I was wrong. You'll see that kid in the NFL.
Really?
Yep. I guarantee you will.
Well, I mean, there's only 32 long snappers, though, so if he's good enough to be on one of them, I'm sure.
Billy Cole says a full damn scully to a 2-star. What a waste. You believe he's going to talk about your boy like that, BVD?
Dude, he's been wearing me out for months.
Yeah, this is nothing new.
Yeah.
Hoghead said long snappers used to be backup linebackers. If he wasn't playing long snapper, what position would he most likely play? Albright, BVD.
In college?
Yeah.
Probably safety.
Oh, wow. So he's not very big.
He's not big enough to be a linebacker. Well, he's like 6'1". He's not quite 200 yet.
What did he play in high school besides long snapper?
Everything. He played, he was a receiver. He played every receiver position. He played safety. He played corner. He played linebacker. I mean, he was great.
That may have Christian McCaffrey beat.
Yeah, he played a lot of positions.
I did. It's been a long time. I'm sure it's still up. But if you go look on my videos, Catfish, I did an interview with him, about a 30-minute interview.
I saw it.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Did you ever put up that interview you had with your boy that went to Army?
Not yet. I never finished it because I tried to add some. I put it up, but it got immediately taken down because I put I asked him what song he liked, what his favorite song was, and it was some country, some Blake Shelton country song. And it is, when I put it up, within 5 minutes, it was taken down.
Dang.
Was it God's Country?
No.
Oh.
Something about like I've been there or I've done that or something like that.
Yeah.
Man, I've lived it. That's it.
Oh, okay. Which, by the way, Catfish has got to upload some interviews that I did.
Yeah, I need to do that. I'm gonna try to do that tomorrow.
Maybe all right.
Tonight.
There you go.
The 2-question interview with T-Rob.
Well, there's a longer one that's like 3-4 minutes long with Jabari Davis.
I was gonna say that's Jabari, wasn't it? Excuse me, Juice.
Yeah. And then I did one with Tony Robinson. That was very brief.
Yeah.
I couldn't make it long with him, man. He was ready to eat that honey bun or fudge round, whatever it was.
It's too bad Silk wasn't there.
Who?
That Silk, that actor, Bobby. I kept asking you who he was. He looked familiar. Silk, Silk Cozart's his name. Dude, he's been in a ton of movies. He was in White Man Can't Jump. I mean, I can't remember all of them.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
there at the Legends fundraiser. Yeah.
Yeah, you won't. I haven't found a current picture of him on the internet. It's all from back when he was skinny.
What was his name?
Or Horsehead. Oh, I should Hoghead. I should still have that video. I didn't think that was a very good video, but people loved it.
Which one was that?
One of my cousins, hell no, it was actually me, I think. Wore a horse head, and I pretended like I was Uncle Lou.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. Which, Keith, have you had any luck with the interview video from Fox?
I was going to upload it. I put it on, I played it, and I took my good camera and filmed it with that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay. The sound quality is not that good. I mean, I could tinker with it probably and redo the sound. I'm going to put it back up, though, because too many people have asked about that video.
Yeah, I'd like for us. We ought to try to play it tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Which, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central, BVD TV, Sunday night live stream.
No plugging, no BVD on this channel.
Yeah, don't be plugging that shithead over here.
That's $12.
Oh, for the cuss, is it $2 a cuss word?
Yeah.
No, it's $1 cuss word.
Oh, well, I got 8 more to go then. Shit, fart, shit there.
David Newcomb said Silk Cozart.
Yeah.
Look him up. Hold on.
He was very, very cool, too.
Yeah, he
very
was
nice.
over there.
He's a good actor, man. Billy Cole, I'm working on getting you an autograph, buddy.
From who?
Will.
Oh, man. He'll have that thing framed.
Yeah, that's a good idea, NASCAR Vol. We ought to get Catfish. You need to come on the morning show with me and Lou some morning. We have a really good time.
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, Lou asked me if I'd do that long before he started doing that, and I just never had time. I'm gonna look.
Billy, you wouldn't. Billy, don't waste your time going to BBD TV. You wouldn't like that guy. You wouldn't like BBD at all.
White men.
Me and Catfish just tolerate them.
Let's see what we got here.
Ain't that right, Catfish?
Yeah. Why can't it scroll?
Technical difficulties.
Hoghead, if I knew name of that video, I'd find it for you right now and drop it in the drop you a link.
Which one is he? Is he on the court?
There he is, right there.
Where?
In the wife beater, the white wife beater.
Where?
See, he looks right there.
Right with the back turned to us?
Well, shit, the video I'm seeing's way ahead. You got it paused.
Yep.
With the rim key and proud to offer, whatever. That's him right there with the white wife beater on.
Right here. All right.
Yep. And that dude, if you remember seeing him at the tap house, he looked shorter than this guy. Well, that's him. He looked shorter and fatter.
Oh yeah, he's talking about your mama.
Well, they probably made him look taller in that movie.
Nobody talks about my mama. You don't ever talk about my motherfucking mama. All right.
Hell, I mean, he was standing. You could see him standing right beside Wesley Snipes a minute ago.
I know,
see?
But they could still make him taller.
See, he's not very tall. Yeah.
No, he was short.
So he's pretty short in this movie too. I guess I just never really pay attention.
Except Wesley Snipes is a short dude.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes is short.
16.
He can't dunk as good as I can either, and I've got video proof I can dunk.
We get to pick your partner. You can pick any of these stiffs out here. Anybody. 1700.
You've never heard of what? NASCAR ball? Oh, you've never heard of this BBD. I got you.
Oh. I thought he was about to say he's never heard of White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah, or Volunteer Roadshow.
That's true.
I guess he's living in Knoxville, this guy Silk is.
He does. He went to school in UT.
Yeah. Which, like I said, I mean, I don't think he was really like a part of the football camp and everything. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, probably just financially.
Was Cedric Houston in Knoxville when y'all were there?
No.
Okay. What about Justin Harrell?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, so he was the only one that they didn't see. Justin Harrell couldn't make the one I was at, but we had Cedric Houston come instead.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Did you see how he spells his name, Catfish?
Who?
Silk.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool way of spelling it.
Yeah.
How's he spell it?
CYLK.
Is it CYLK?
Yeah.
Or SYLK?
No, it's C.
Huh. Somebody spelled it with an S. I thought that's how it was. Huh.
Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure it's C. Yeah.
I know a guy who spelled
CYLK. You know a guy what?
Well, so my name's Alex, ALEX, but I know I worked with a guy and his name was Alex and he spelled it ALECS.
LAECX. That's different.
CS.
CS.
That's like
okay.
Alec Baldwin hitting with an S. I mean X.
Yeah,
A-L-E-C.
I guess so.
Man, you needed to hit that. I didn't know all this, Catfish. You needed to hit that Silk dude up, man. He's born in 1957. He's 63 from Knoxville. Wow. He's an actor, director, producer, and writer. That dude's got some bank.
Oh yeah.
Has he ever been like the main star?
He had a rum, or was it bourbon, or some distillery? Is what he was there for.
Yeah, bourbon, Silk, something bourbon. My God, listen to this. I'm not going to read off all of these movies. Blue Skies Again, 227, Bustin' Loose. I don't know if you remember that. School Days, Amen, Hunter, Hell High, Freebird, Saved by the Bell, Gabriel's Fire, Hot Shots, Ricochet, Heaven is a Playground, White Men Can't Jump, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Rock. He was in a lot of TV. Reasonable Doubts, In the Line of Fire. His name was Agent Cozart in The Line of Fire. Living Single, Thea, Walker, Texas Ranger, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Blue Chips, Love Affair, Mantis.
Blue Chips.
Murder.
Was that Shaquille O'Neal's movie?
Yep.
Yeah.
Murder was the case that they gave me. Slam Dunk, Ernest, Ned and Stacy, Diagnosis, Murder, Soul of the Game. That's one side. Eraser, Reggie's Prayer. That's a good movie, Reggie's Prayer. I watched part of that. It's about Reggie White's in it. Sister, Second Chance, Conspiracy Theory, Johnny Tsunami, Three to Tango, any day now. Play It to the Bone, Chicken Soup for the Soul, Curse Part 3, American
Wow.
Family, Yo Alien, Baby of the Family, King of the Ants, The Helix, Over There, Blue Sombrero, 16 Blocks, I'm almost done. Cattle Call, Steam, Eagle Eye, Benny Bliss and the Disciples of Greatness, Inch of Grace, Sweetwater, Fine Step, Adrift, that was a good one, Adrift. The Last Movie Star, Silver Dollar Fish, and the last thing they got on here, 2019, The Three.
Wow. I probably only heard 5 of them movies or shows.
Yeah, same
Really?
here.
Yeah.
Oh, come on now. You've heard more than that. I know you've heard of Diagnosis Murder.
Nope.
Really?
Neither have I.
It's a TV show.
Well, you've seen more TV shows than anybody I've ever met,
Oh, yeah.
Keith.
Okay, well, you've heard of Blue Chips.
Yep.
You've heard of
I
the Fresh
haven't.
Prince of... Right. You've heard of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
In the Line of Fire.
No.
Yes, you have. Come on, dude.
No, I haven't. I never
Clint
heard of Blue
Eastwood.
Chips.
You've
No.
never heard of Blue Chips. The
Nope.
basketball movie with
Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille
I
O'Neal.
haven't seen it, but
What's
I've
the
heard
head
of it.
coach's name?
I don't know. I never saw it.
That was a huge movie. Of course, White Men Can't Jump. Ricochet,
Yeah.
that's a Denzel Washington movie. Hot Shots. I know you guys have heard of Saved by the Bell.
Yeah. I've never seen
The
it.
show or the movie?
Which one?
Saved by the show? Saved by
The
the Bell?
show, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Well, before
Yeah,
we go, are we going to have a football season this year?
We better. That's all I can say.
I don't know. I'm hoping so, but I don't know at this point.
I'm going with yes. Not just because I'm a football nut, and I can't hardly live without it, but man, think about how long it is until football season. I don't think this shit's going to survive the summer. I think that's when it will die off. I asked my doctor about that, about the heat part.
That's generally when the flu's when people get outside.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly how he answered it, but
But like the
General,
temperature.
you think we won't have a football season? Is that what you're saying?
Man, it's General in here.
Yeah.
Well, apparently old Silk wasn't making the money we thought he was making, or I thought he was making. His net worth is only $5 million.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, but for all those shows, it's like
Now, the
60 friggin' shows.
The general said the other day to me that he thought, he said that Fulmer was optimistic that we would have a football season. So,
Okay, so we've asked General if he thinks we will have football season. I'm going to ask you guys, do you think General will have a girlfriend when we get football back?
No. You could ask that same question 5 years from now, and the answer will still be no.
Yep, I agree.
so what was General's answer?
No,
Yes
that we
or
won't
no?
have football.
Why?
He didn't
Because
say.
he doesn't.
It's typically General doesn't ever give a reason for anything he says.
Have you ever heard of, I know you have, Bobby, 1600s music, Carter?
What is it?
I asked him when we were talking about music one night in one of my streams.
Oh,
General's in all of my streams. You could take a lesson from him, Carter. But anyway, we were talking about music, and he was making fun of everything anybody brought up. And I was like, what the hell kind of shitty music do you listen to, General? That's $22. And he said, Google 1600s music. I'm like, no thanks.
With like harps?
That's what I was thinking. But
That's Beethoven's Symphony Number 7 in A minor.
For General, it's Beethoven's Sympathy. We love you, General. You little turd.
Little turd. General says there will be no football season, and no, I won't have a girlfriend.
Oh, he said that was meant to be a joke. I hate all music. Older music just sucks the least. Oh, okay, that last sentence is true. Older music does suck the least.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by older music? For him, that could be something from 2000. Vanilla
Well,
Ice would be older music for him.
that's true, but it's still better than that shit that's out there today. $24.
Hey, you're killing my sponsorships. You owe me at least 40.
Sponsorship. Your sponsors watch this. They're going to be like, "Who is that dude? We need to get somebody like him on here more often. Somebody
Billy
with a little
Cole on YouTube
personality."
says, but Justin Bieber is the bomb. I've never heard the first Justin Bieber song.
I think I've heard one.
NASCAR Vols says we will have football, guarantee it. We better have freaking football.
See, there you go, Bobby. There's your ending tagline. Thanks for tuning in. We're playing football this fall. I promise you that.
Yeah, I'm over. I'm over promises. Cause my
You should
promises
be.
never come true.
Your promises are worse than my cousin's.
Would y'all rather? Let me ask y'all this before we go. Would y'all rather see Tennessee not play or play in an empty stadium, no fans?
I'd rather that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather them play at the shittiest $26 high school football stadium in America with nobody there, not even the coaches, just out there playing backyard football. That might be pretty fun, actually.
Yeah.
They might play better.
A lot of MLB players have thought about doing like some pickup, like backyard baseball games.
Well, listen to this crapola. They're talking about still having the Tennessee State Basketball Championships in May.
Yeah.
That means these kids, they last played about 2 weeks ago. The boys did. In fact, this Monday will be exactly 2 weeks. Then they will have to go through the rest of this month. That's another week. All of April. That's 4 weeks. And then whenever they decide to do it in May. High schools graduate in May in Tennessee.
Yep.
So they would go all that time without
they won't
practicing.
be graduating this May.
No, they won't.
Why?
Because canceled school.
They're all out of school.
A lot of them canceled the school for the rest of the year.
I didn't know that. I thought it was like 3 weeks.
There's not a school in the entire state that's going to school right now.
I mean, I think I knew that. I just didn't know how long. I hate that for the seniors, man. I really do.
Yeah. But would you rather them play in May or just not play at all? And then you just wonder.
Well, I mean, obviously, I'd rather see them play, but I mean, none of the I guess it would be equal for all teams because none of them would be the same as they were, when they played their last game.
Yeah.
But that would definitely be a detriment to Greenville because they were literally on fire at the end of the year. They had a good chance of going down there and winning. Now, I don't know so, they'd probably get beat now just on sheer athleticism. Unless, hell, you never know. They might go down there and get hot again. I was telling Carter, Bobby, they shot 65% from three-point line the last game. Yeah, I mean,
I would be surprised if, because MLB has talked about trying to start up in late May or, mid-May.
They canceled it that long? I would almost even like to see some freaking baseball now.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, I don't think they'll have it this taken care of by then. So I don't know. I'll tell you this: if they don't have baseball, then that's when I'm going to really be worried about football.
Yeah, I'll start worrying about football if they're not doing anything by late July. Like if the 1st of August they're not letting them practice yet, I'm going to be real worried then.
Well, dude, I don't think they would even have a season if they don't get to practice. Even like summer conditioning, I don't see it happening.
And Billy Cole says, explain pandemic to BBD. They'll do that if you'll let somebody explain microphone to you. They say you're supposed to respect your elders, don't they?
Yep.
I just can't respect Billy.
NASCAR Ball says
he gets under my craw.
I want NASCAR back. I haven't watched NASCAR since Rusty Wallace retired. I tried the year or two after that.
General does not understand
I
sarcasm.
couldn't get a driver. Yeah, General is a. He
But
doesn't understand that.
thanks for the explanation, General.
Explanation of what? I can't see these comments.
Oh, it's getting chippy. It's getting chippy.
He's been saying that for weeks, months now.
He's getting chippy. I talked to Billy Cole yesterday on the phone. He called me. Sure did.
What do you mean I pronounced pandemic correctly? When have I ever not pronounced it correctly? I may not know what a hoochie bob comma colon is that you keep talking about, but I know what the I know what the common cold is, and I know what a pandemic is. I had to look it up, but he's probably talking about when I put the title. What the hell was that word I put in there? General panicdemic or something like that.
Oh yeah.
General hasn't caught on yet in 2 years now that I like to use a play on words a lot of times.
Yes, you do. And you're good at it too.
This is true.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here.
Been saying that for 30 minutes, but hey, thanks, Bobby.
Yep.
Good talking to you, Carter. It's been forever.
Yep.
And who knows when I'll talk to you again.
We should have more important issues going strong on here tomorrow if I can finish getting their
like what
done. So check us out tomorrow. BVD knows what's coming next, don't you, BVD?
I know. I got a pretty good idea what might be coming next.
Thanks for tuning in. Go Vols. We're going to have some football this season. Can you
and
promise
we are
it,
going
Carter?
15-0.
Yep.
I
promise
can
you
promise.
that.
Yep.
See y'all later, guys.